start whenever you guys are ready.
All righty. Well, today, I always thought if I was ever on camera, I want to say Kata Buli Moha. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good.
Well, just be my guest, right? Be my guest.
But this is being done for the Claremore Historical Society. And they like to have a video of Claremore history, so that when somebody comes along and they go to the Historical Center at the old Will Rogers Library, that they can go up and somebody says something about Darnell Jones or Frank Robson or anybody in town that was in the town in years that we grew up. And I've had the privilege of being the person that sit and talk about Claremore, and it was sort of fun, to be truthful. And anyway, today now we're sitting with the Honorable C. Darnell Jones, or you could call him CD, or you could call him the Running Fool, according to Tojo Johnson. But we all had a good time in Claremore, but in those days, Claremore was just a little bit separated. And gee, it's hard to describe for people in this era to know what that was like. And but it was in a time of flux and change. But at any rate, what I'd like to start off with, if you don't mind, Darnell, first start off with mom's name, dad's name, a little bit of their lineage, grandfathers, where they came from, just to sort of establish a point that that you knew of before your life, but also up to that life, and we'll just sort of go from there.
All right. Ray, let me begin with my mother's side of the family.
All right.
My mother was Irene Mosley by birth, became Irene Jones by marriage, obviously. My mother was actually born in or around Muskogee, or in or around Muskogee, Oklahoma, Gibson Station, Oklahoma. Her mother and father were farmers in that area. Her mother's father and mother were a mixed race couple coming from Missouri, Irish and black. My mother's father's lineage originated in Texas. I don't know too much about them beyond that, other than I believe that the Irishman was in fact an Irishman on my mother's side. They ultimately moved to Gibson Station, Oklahoma. And my mother was a school teacher. She got her degree from Langston University. Later in life, she got a master's degree from Oral Roberts University. She attended TU as well.
My alma mater.
Yes. But she was a school teacher here in Claremore for about 33 years, teaching many, many years at the all-black school, Lincoln School. My father's father was, and his name was W.C. Jones. He was actually sort of imported from Mississippi to come to Oklahoma after statehood to be the principal of Lincoln School, the all-black school. He later on brought up from Mississippi his three sons, my dad, C.D. Jones, the late C.D. Jones, his brother, W.T. Jones, who was the principal of the all-black Lincoln School in Wagner, Oklahoma, and Reverend H.J. Jones, Hallie James Jones, who was a minister in Tulsa, also known as the Jones Boys, if you will.
Jones Boys.
But they all got together and begat C. Darnell Jones and Patricia Ann Jones, my sister. And we were raised to understand where we came from, and ideally, by reason of where we came from and what we were doing presently, we would kind of map out how we could end up, not with being what specifically, but how we could end up in the future. And that prognostication, excuse me, if you will, was more or less just being good people, whatever professions we chose. But we also knew what that really meant was you're going to be a school teacher.
Wow.